Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you this Hike Valley camp stove. Alright folks, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at this Hike Valley camp stove. It's a little bit of a different kind of stove than what we're used to, at least what I'm used to in outdoor camping stoves. But it definitely has the power to get you through and boil some water rather quickly. I've only messed around with it a little tiny bit. I'm going to show you how it works. Now it looks a little bit unusual here because there's no pot stands on that. But the pot stands are actually separate. And this is pot stands. I know it looks like one piece, but I'll show you how it works in a second. But I want to give you a little bit of information about the stove. First of all, the stove is ultralight. That's another thing that attracted me to it. It's got a very powerful flame, but it's small. It also has a little bit of a bigger base. So you've got less of a chance of, that one little spot there heating up your area. You got more of a wider area where the heat is coming from. And I kind of wanted to try that out too, to see if it affected boil times or cook times or anything like that. So I wanted a little bit of a bigger, wider head. It has an anti-scald feature. Now, I am not an expert on that kind of stuff, so I don't know what that means. I am assuming it means it can simmer very low, because it can. It simmers very, very low. So if you want to just keep something warm, you can do that with this stove. It also has a wider area, so you're not getting that one little concentrated flame in the center. So you'll be able to kind of cook on this and maybe cook an egg on it, something like that, without burning the heck out of it. I'm assuming that's what the anti-scald feature means. Okay? The little support here, it's very, very small, but it can hold up to 8.8 pounds or 3.5 liters. It's made of SUS 304, SUS 304. That's a Japanese grade of stainless steel. Got a little bit of a higher nickel content, so it's a little bit stronger and a little bit better. Let me show you how this works before we go on doing anything else here. You're going to notice a little clip here. I hope you can see that in the camera. I think you can. That little clip, you're going to push this out, and this is going to open up like that. Now, this kind of seems, at first I was kind of unsure about this setup, because I'm like, God, this seems like a lot of work just to, when I'm used to just flipping pot stands out. You're going to pull this out, okay? Make sure it's nice and closed and tight. You're going to take the stand, now a 3-piece stand, and I know it doesn't look wide enough yet, but wait till we get it on. You're going to take that hook there. See the hook where it hooks on? You're going to hook that on there, pull that up here, pull that up there, and there you go. Remember I said it'll widen out? It widened out. That's more than enough. And you can also adjust this if you want, kind of, move things around a little bit. But that's not going anywhere. Because this is what concerned me when I got this. It's got the hooks over the side. I thought it just went up on the bottom and there was nothing securing it to the rim of the stove itself. So as you can tell, that's on there fairly good. Now another complaint that I did read about this stove on Amazon was that this screw doesn't fit. And it's loose and wobbly. Well, it fits perfectly. It's not loose and wobbly. The picture the person provided actually looked like they took the screw out, pulled this out and said, oh, it broke, So I'm not so sure about that. It seems to have held up pretty well so far, me just playing with it. So what we're going to do is put it up on top of a propane tank, give it a whirl, and see how quick it boils water. I do want to tell you it's got 2 O-rings. This is kind of neat on the bottom here. It's dual O-ring on the bottom. I don't know if you can see the 2 green O-rings. So that one keeps it locked up so you don't get any leakage, and the other is a backup. So that's kind of their version of a safety measure. It does have a ceramic coating on the burner itself. And I have burned this. I burned it without the pot stands just to test it, to make sure it worked for the video. And as you can tell, you really can't tell. Got a nice thick ceramic coating on there. It's easy to clean off, I'm assuming, because ceramic generally wipes right off. So, all in all, so far, it looks like a pretty cool stove. We're going to see how it performs, though, because if it looks cool and doesn't perform, it's really no good. So, let's get it up on here and try it out with some water and see how fast it can boil 2 cups of water. All right, so we're all set up here. I'm going to screw this on. Another thing I noticed when screwing this on is it's very, very easy to screw on. It's well machined down there. Your threads are not all weird. I noticed on some of the BRS stoves, it was a little difficult and you had to be very, very careful. This just slides right on there, and you have these nice little supports on either side that will come down right into the edge and tell you when you're there. Now you're there now, see? All set. See if we can hear it. There's your gas. Alright, in this cup, my little Keith titanium mug. I have 2 cups of water. We are going to try and boil it, and I'll start the timer. Let me get a lighter here to light this up. And as you can tell, see how low that flame is? I assume that's what they mean by the anti-scald. You can keep it very, very low and simmer things or cook things on it, but you can also turn it all the way up and it's a blowtorch. So, I'm going to put this on low to start with, back it up a little bit so you guys can see it in camera. Alright, turn it up, hit start, and see how long it takes to boil 2 cups of water. Alright, we're right at about a minute. I want to look inside. We're starting to get bubbles coming up from the top. That's insane. There's no way. Hold on, let me show you this. And this was ice cold water from my tap in the kitchen. So we're going to let it roll and see when it comes to a rolling boil. Alright, 1:59, 2 minutes. We're definitely almost there. I'm just going to keep it running so you can see. I find this absolutely amazing because that's awfully quick. 2 minutes and 12, 13 seconds. And I'd say that's a rolling boil right there. There you go. So 2 minutes and, let's say 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Or 19 seconds. That's just incredible. I can't believe how quick that went. That's probably the fastest I've ever seen 2 cups of water boil. And I mean, this was ice cold from my tap. Now, I don't know if it has something to do with our altitude here. We're a little bit high. We're at like 2,600 feet. Not 26,000. Or the titanium cup or whatever. But that was just incredible. That is really, really quick. I also suspect that having a little bit of a larger surface burn area kind of helps the situation out a little bit. Because you're getting more of the underneath heated up at once. But, you know, there's the time. You see it. 2 minutes and 19 seconds. We'll just say 2:20 to be safe. That's pretty darn quick. So it's an ultralight stove. Obviously, it burns very, very quickly. It works, you know, heats up very quickly. You can simmer on it, which I like. I like that because sometimes I will be cooking in the outdoors, and that's definitely a feature that I like having. So I think I'm going to be using this out here for a little bit to test it out and see how we like it and how it works. You know, I'm constantly boiling water or cooking stuff out here for MRE reviews or freeze-dried reviews. So this is going to live out here for a while. We're going to test it out. We're going to make sure everything holds up. And if it does, I'd say you got one heck of an amazing stove. It's got an 8,000 BTU power. So according to their stats, it's 8,000 BTUs. Weighs 2.4 ounces, which is 70 grams. The diameter of the top bracket is 3.94 inches or 10 centimeters. And the height is 3.3 inches, 3.34 inches, which is about 8.5 centimeters. So basically it's made up of stainless steel, aluminum, and copper. And again, it has the ceramic coating. And because I put a pot on it, I can see it actually kind of blackened the edges where there isn't ceramic coating, but the bottom is still fine. So anyway, that is the Hike Valley camping stove. These, I'm going to have a link to this in my store down below. These are $13.98. So for 14 bucks, I mean, this thing is definitely well built. It's pretty well built. I'll give you a little look around it so you can see what it looks like. And if you look on the rim here, you can kind of see the yellowing, what I was talking about. But the middle still remains perfectly fine. I'm just amazed that it boiled water that quickly. 2 cups of water. And it's still, you know, it's still going over here. It's still warm. You could easily use that for a freeze-dried entree or coffee or whatever. So definitely a winner here. Definitely check it out. I will be testing it more. Like I said, you know, we use this stuff in our channel so much here that this will just be the stove I use constantly out here until I'm pretty secure that it works. I also want to try it outside in the wind and see how it works. So maybe the next time it's a little windy, I'll take it outside and give it a test. But yeah, that's the Hike Valley Camp Stove. We'll put a link down below. Like I said, they're $14. If you don't want to buy anything in our store, you just click the Amazon link down below and shop as you normally would. And it helps bring the channel some extra funds so we can purchase stuff and test it out for you. I'm definitely pleased with this purchase so far. And don't forget to check out our Thrive Life link down below. After this weekend, I will be doing a little more Thrive videos because I want to do those freeze-dried meals that we were doing before. And I want to seal up some, and I also want to cook some and show you, because a lot of people were kind of confused about how to, where do you throw all the water in it at once? Do you cook it all separately? And it's going to require you cooking some of the stuff separately. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you like our content. And stay safe and stay prepared.